In this week's video, we go under a big bridge. In fact, it's one of the longest cable stayed bridges in the world. We find a nice little anchorage on the island of Trona where we stay one night because we're still pushing hard to get to Nidri. We make Nidri just in the nick of time and Cindy flies back to the UK. And while we're there, I meet up with Sailing Itanche, friends of ours from Holland who are also YouTubers. But more about that later. Enjoy the video, guys. So this is the final leg of our journey up to Nidri so that we can get Cindy on a plane and get her back to the UK. We leave the island of Trona, pass under the bridge, go past Missolonghi, up towards the Pig Isle and then into Nidri. It was really quite a dash, and over the last couple of months we've been non-stop trying to get across the Aegean. It was only when we got to Kos we found out Cindy would have to go home. Just before the bridge there's a small island, and on the island there's a marina. It's called Trona. It really is quite pretty. A couple of our friends were already there in the marina, and one of our subscribers on Elf was there as well. But we didn't have time to stop and say hello or have a few beers. We had to keep moving on.
So we're off again. This is Trona. Lovely little place. Get in here. We're actually in the harbour. Sorry, outside the harbour. She's making a cup of splosh. It's fairly busy, but you'd expect that this time of year. A few motorboats have gone out already. So we're whizzing up now to where I'm going to anchor for a couple of weeks. Cindy's got to go back to the UK. Bit of a family emergency, but yeah, this is Trona. I would get the drone up, guys, but I literally got to start the engine and go. So there we are. Lovely spot. I think we'll come back next year and explore these places. I can hear geese.
We knew this was going to be quite a long run, so we wanted to get going first thing. As soon as the sun was up, we had the engine started and we were away towards the bridge. What an amazing sight that was. They always look lower than they are, hopefully. So you can't just go under this bridge. You have to call the bridge authority 5 miles before you get there. They'll ask you your length and your air draft. You call them again 1 mile out and they will give you directions. Normally you'll pass between piers 2 and 3. Some bigger boats will be asked to pass at the midpoint. You have to stay on your radio and call them when you are 1 mile clear. Here's the stats for the bridge. The bridge deck is 2,380 metres long, which is 7,810 feet or 1.48 miles. Its width is 28 metres or 92 feet, and the clearance between the centre or mid spans is 52 metres. Obviously it's lower at the edges. Where we went through, it was about 34 metres, or so they told us. don't care what he said, that still looks low. The bridge really is quite impressive, and if you go to Wikipedia and look it up, there's some good photos and some good information on the bridge. It actually had some issues when it was struck by lightning, and a fire caused 2 of the lines to break on the cable stays. Wikipedia also has a section through the bridge, giving you all the dims. Really, it's quite interesting. Freeze the video and have a look at some of the heights and lengths. The numbers are really quite astounding. We'd thought about going into Messalonghi, which is here, but it was only about half or just under half the distance that we wanted to travel. When we got further up, outside the Gulf of Corinth, the wind really started to blow. We were about here. By 4 o'clock, the wind had got up to 25 plus knots and gusting 30. So we went to here, Castto. It was the nearest island with good shelter, and we stayed there overnight. After 2 hours of heading straight into the wind and the waves, we found this pretty little anchorage. It was well protected from the northerly winds. The only thing was there was quite a lot of seagrass, and we had to pick our spot to get the ultra anchor down and dug in. Once we did that, we then revved up to about 2000 RPM and pulled it home when the bridle was on. Now I believe this is the island where the swimming pigs are. Yes, they've got swimming pigs in Greece as well. We didn't have time to stop and explore, and we were headed off at first light up to Nidri. Now we've been to Nidri before, and it really is very well sheltered. Once you get inside the lagoon, you're protected from all sides. We know a few people there and a couple of subscribers. The next day we ordered a taxi to get Cindy to the airport, and she was back in the UK within 24 hours. Meanwhile, I met up with Roy and Ellis from Salernitana. Now these guys are from Holland, they speak really good English, and their videos are great. We've shared a few of their videos before on our Facebook. Anyway, I've put a link in the description, so go down, take a look at their channel and subscribe. The videos are really good. Both Roy and I have drones, and it wasn't long before both of us were flying around the bay, taking some spectacular footage. I have to say, Roy's came out much better than mine. I think I was too early in the morning. So if you haven't been to Nidri, this is what it looks like. So why was it once we'd got to Kos, we suddenly started to sail fast across the Aegean to Athens and then on to Nidri? Well, the truth is our daughter's been extremely ill. very ill in fact, and she had to have an emergency operation. We had literally 2 weeks, maybe 3, to get across the Aegean. We were hoping to fly out of Athens and leave the boat somewhere, but decided that Nidri was probably our best bet. I knew that I could get fuel, water, and that there were supermarkets and a bakery fairly nearby, and that Cindy could get from the airport straight into Gatwick, UK. And so that's what we've done. As I'm sitting here editing this video, Cindy is due back in Nidri tomorrow, Sunday. And it looks like the operation's been a partial success. She's going to need more surgery, but of course that's another story. By the time she needs it, hopefully we'll be in Tunisia and we can fly back to the UK. On Tuesday morning, I believe we're going to resume our journey down to Tunisia. But that'll be another video. There are over 350 videos on our YouTube channel, so there's always something that will be of interest to you. Don't forget to go back and have a look at our previous videos. There's travel, maintenance and some history videos as well. None of our videos are paid to view. Everything you see on YouTube is free, although you may have to watch an advert now and then. Now you'd think with all those videos and all the views we get, 27,000 every month, that we'd be millionaires. Well, we're not. In fact, we're not even breaking even on the cost of making videos. So here's something you can do for us. Like, share and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you've enjoyed the video, you can always buy us a beer. The link's in the description. And don't forget, we also have a website, svimpavidus.com. There's lots of stuff on there, from technical and maintenance features to some of our old blogs. Go and have a look. Again, you might have to watch an advert or two, but it really will help us out. Now, if you've especially liked our videos, then perhaps you'd like to think about becoming a Patreon. Patreons get lots of extras, videos that normal YouTube viewers don't see. They can call us anytime, get advice on anchorages, boat maintenance, all sorts of things. Whenever we're in the area, we try and meet up with our patrons. Go and have a beer, chatter, a chinwag, exchange ideas, and basically thank them for their patronage. If you'd like to become a patron, go to patreon.com/svimpavidus. Without your support, we simply can't go on making videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, sail safe.